Hey guys, welcome back to Canver's Kitchen. Today I'll be making some red stir rice with some battered sauce that's from like Sierra Leone that my mom used to make for me for the chicken. And I hope you guys like it and stay tuned for the step by step. Okay, so I got some red peppers, green peppers, some carrots, some scotch peppers. Those are the green ones. I got two Maggi cubes. I got Maggie's powder. I got tomato paste, onions, bay leaves, curry powder, and paprika, and of course salt. So right now I'm just dumping in the onions and all the ingredients. You chop it up in little pieces, little diced pieces. The green peppers, the red peppers. You put your garlic, and then you also put your carrots in. And make sure you add a little bit of water because it's not gonna blend too well if you leave it like that. So add a little bit of water, but not too much. All right, after you put all your ingredients, you blend it up like this. Make it minced, not too chunky, but not too liquefied either, because you want the chunk rice. You wanna taste the vegetables and everything else. Over here, I'm just cooking up the curry a little bit, because if you don't cook the curry before you put it in anything, it's gonna have that powdery taste. It's not gonna taste too good. So make sure you always cook your curry for like a few minutes. All right, so after that, you take the sauce that you blended and then you dump it in the pot, but you don't dump everything. You dump it in threes. You dump half of it and then you dump another half and then you dump another half. The reason because I like to like even out the seasonings and the salt and make it taste more flavorful instead of just dumping everything. Now I'm about to put the paprika. And then I stir that up for a little bit before I add more to it. All right, so I'm gonna put the tomato sauce. I let that stir for about 2 minutes before I add more sauce from the blender. Now I'm gonna add more sauce from the blender. This is why I don't use all of it because I want everything to stir evenly. Okay, so for this one, I just boiled some bay leaves and then I added some Maggi cubes into the blender with the bay leaves and I blended it so I can put it in the sauce and then I stir for a bit also. Also, when you're making stirred rice, make sure you always soak your rice in some water for about like 10 to 20 minutes. It helps very much when you're about to put it in the hot pot and doesn't come out hard because you've soaked it and it absorbs all the water. So it's more easier to cook. So don't forget to steam your rice or let it sit in some water for about 10 to 20 minutes. Next, I'm adding some Maggi powder, all purpose. Let that stir also. And then you add your salt. And always make sure you're tasting your food as you cook. Don't just go by the eye like I do because, I know what I'm doing. So, but just for like the first time cookers, make sure you're always tasting your food so you know if you need to add a little more or a little less. All right, so go ahead and dump your soaked rice in the water. Let it sit for about like 20 minutes on medium and let it cook. Okay, so for the chicken base, I'm gonna have, of course, some chicken and meat. You can choose any one you want. I have peanut butter, tomato sauce, paprika, lime, garlic, Maggi cube, scotch peppers, hot, and Maggi sauce. And then you just pour it up in the blender and you mix it all up. And you add a little bit of water so it can blend easier. And when you're done, it should look like this and come out like this. I made some Isabella eggs. They're actually called deviled eggs though. And then ta-da, it should be all done and it should look like this. It's really tasty. Let me know how you guys like it. Let me know how it tastes and hope you guys enjoy and come back for more.